Assemblyman Chavez, you are one of the first Republicans to announce plans to run for the 49th Congressional District. Can you talk to us about how you arrived at that decision so quickly?
Well, it really wasn't that quickly. We have heard for a number of months that Congressman Issa may be stepping down. And so we had, having served in the district since 2001 and having friends, we started just talking to people and getting ready to go. So yesterday at 6 a.m. when I got a tweet that said, hey, Issa's out of this race, he's retiring, I told my team, I said, well, it's here, we planned for it, let's go do it. And so we're in the race, and the reason we're in the race is because, as you know, the 49th Congressional District is really driven by Camp Pendleton. We have a lot of military there, and foreign affairs in front of our mind. The sequester and the budget's in front of our mind. Additionally, when you look at the district, we have a lot of agriculture, we have a lot of tourism industry, and the issue of immigration reform is in the forefront of the district. So those issues there, and the third issue would be San Onofre, since it's within the same 49th Congressional District, with San Onofre closing and the investment into energy and renewables, and is also in the front of everybody's mind. So those things, the Department of Defense, the energy issues, and immigration is why I jumped in the race.
So, Assemblyman Chavez, as part of your announcement, you said it's time we come together and focus on progress, not partisan politics. Some might say that's easier said than done. As a newcomer, how would you plan to go about that?
Actually, I'm not a newcomer. As you know, California is the 6th largest economy in the world. I have a reputation for 5 years in the legislative body to deal within my party, to bring in new ideas, but also to work across the aisle. And so it doesn't matter if it's working on education reform here in California, which is a big thing I've worked on, or taking care of veterans, which I've done, or it has to do with adult education or career technical education. Those are issues that the Republican Party had not normally taken on as part of their platform, but through my effort, they have been. And so I've been doing that for over 5 years. And so I don't consider myself a newcomer. In fact, if you look at everybody who's even anticipating running, I'm the only one who's actually has demonstrated that capability over the past 5 years.
And District 49 is listed as a 2018 target by the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. And as you know, in 2016, Doug Applegate, a Democrat, came close to a victory. Any concerns about being a Republican candidate in a district that leans Republican, but many consider is becoming more progressive?
Well, I saw Doug Applegate some years ago in a holiday parade, and I noticed his ground support, and I told my staff, I said, we need to watch this guy, see what he's doing. I give him credit for running a grassroots campaign because I run them all the time. So I'm very comfortable putting my military career forward as Applegate has, but I'm also very comfortable putting my grassroots support together because I have won that district election since my first election in 2002. When I retired from the Marine Corps in 2001, I got involved in politics. I've been elected in a leadership role since then, where, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing Applegate has done is he's lost a race. So he's going to run again in 2018, and he's going to lose 2 races. I'm going to win this race.